Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I introduce myself. I am Titania Putri, 5A class, English Education Department. I will explain about the 4 semesters mind mapping that I have conceptual with this kind of picture. I made a bag of 4 skills first because what I learned in semester 4 included productive skills and also receptive skills. Productive skills is speaking and writing, and then receptive skills are reading and listening. We continue on the big interest part, which is the lessons plans that is in every meetings this semester. Several semester goals that are expected to be achieved in semester 4 include the formations of 5 categories. Of these 5 categories refer to productive skills and receptive skills. These semesters based on curriculum goals. In the first part, semester goals refer to curriculum goals number 1, yang mana which is explains communications using English. Continue to number 2 and semester goals number 2 based on curriculum goals number 6, namely having speaking skills. Number 3, understanding based on curriculum goals number 7 and develop to their critical thinking and understand the implicit and explicit meaning. Then, number 4, namely writing skills, refers to the curriculum goals number 3 and 5. And the last is attitude or behaviors, or refers to the curriculum goals number 8. Everything that already exists in semester goals is formed from the curriculum goals that already exist. So, based on these semester goals and objective, 5 flower petals appear below along with the lessons plan. First is providing and increasing writing. Number 2 is obtaining informations. Number 3 is communicate properly. 4, express opinions using a familiar language, and the last is comply with applicable school regulations. Each lessons plan has each topic that will be studied by students in several meetings. I will explain the part one by one for easy understanding. First of all, on the first flower petals with the words providing and increasing writing. So in this learning plan, there are several meetings or materials that will be taught and each steps. And the initial meetings, they are taught to recognize punctuations. Already studied in the last semester, but this is with a more in-depth theory. It can be understood that punctuations has an important role in creating and to make a correct writing. Apart from learning punctuations, students also learn capitalizations and also generic structures and also good mechanics, and to make work assignments based on a good mechanic, capitalisms, and etc. And students are also taught how to operate Microsoft Office. In the second part of the flower petals, namely obtaining informations, students will learn several learning topics, namely folktale or folklore, namely learning informations about what happened and obtained in folklore or folktale, while exposition text studies how students make text with content that convince readers that convince the topic presented are important topics to be discussed and the informed opinions that support the main idea or topic are logic aligned, and students learn how to get information that is either explicit or implicit. Next, in the third flower of sections, there is an express opinions using a familiar language, and in this plan, students will learn unfamiliar words with the aim of expanding vocabulary and pronunciations, as well as using vocabulary choices that match the context being studied and implemented. And we come to on the top of the flower petals. Besides with the words communications properly. In this lessons plan, students will learn how to use good and correct grammar by trying to form sentences about trees and forests, and how to spell correctly from the lessons taught. And we move on to the last sections is comply with applicable school regulations. In this final part, of course, students comply with all existing rules in the schools, and in order to discipline students so that they get used to arriving on time and being polite and well behavior, familiar students with 5S also. In Indonesia is senyum, sapa, salam, sopan, and santun. And also train students' responsibility by dressing according to the rules that have been implemented, namely wearing school uniforms, speaking well, not containing bad elements, bad words, etc., and carrying out pickets according to the schedules that have been arranged every alternate days. This fourth semester is the stage, almost towards the end of schools, to be exact second grade of high school or equivalent. All of the above categories there closely to curriculum goals and based on curriculum goals and are in accordance with the independent curriculum that has been formed, as well as references from related schools, and also belief and also context. In addition to forming the character of students, teachers are also required to develop students ways of thinking and critical thinking without being pushy. Doing repetitive skills and will make students bored. But there must be fun learning activities and with creative teachings from the teachers to teaching the students. Of all the learning that has been studied by students, to remind students of the learning that has been learning before, and assessment is carried out by taking scores through the midterm exam. And use the midterm exam second, and at the end of the semesters, the teachers check the value or check the scores at the end with a semester exam by doing the end of the semester exam. And also, I think that's all from me. I apologize if there are mistakes. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.